Happy Tuesday, everyone. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a great day and a great start to your week. We are live from the Flow Studio, and guess what? We have a fun live with you coming your way right now. And as you can see, we have all these nice, fun machineries here that we have stored for you guys. So make sure you stay in for the entire live because you do not want to miss. But right off the bat, I do want to say something. I want to share with you something very special right now on the live. You're going to get 25 off the heat press, the tumbler press, or the F170 if you use the code MFLive203. We're gonna drop that in the comments, I think, right, Sam?
I'm gonna put it on the screen.
There you go.
How about that?
We are having a $25 off code for you guys right now, so make sure you guys take advantage of that right now. We'll repeat it along the way in the live, just in case someone misses it and joins late. But again, yes, welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Danny. Sam's here.
Woo!
And we have Mark here in the building as well. That's going to be joining us in a little bit. So again, we appreciate you guys coming on and joining us for another live here. Again, we hope that you guys are doing great. I hope you guys had a great weekend. A lot to talk about, a lot of news to share with you guys. A couple of weeks. Who's in Vegas? And anyone in Vegas? First of all, let's do a roll call real quick. Where are we watching from? Where is everyone at? And if you do any crafting, by the way, if this is the first time we're coming on your page, welcome. Again, we go live every Tuesday here on our channels, on YouTube, our Facebook group, Instagram, and on YouTube. So if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from and what kind of crafting you do, because that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to be crafting on this live. And being that it's Valentine's, we're going to stick. Valentine's Day is around the corner, so who's done their shopping? I have a few things to buy still, but we're sticking to that theme, and we're going to go ahead and give you guys some ideas. Maybe last minute gifts that you guys can go ahead and offer your guys as potential customers. So again, please roll call. Let us know where you're watching from. We would love to know. Introduce yourself if it's your first time on the live. We would love to get to know everyone, a single one of you guys.
Here, hold on. They said we can hardly hear you. Let me check real quick.
Okay. I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead and fix that real quick for you. Hopefully we get that fixed. But again, we want to make sure look at that code right there. This is during the live, okay? So make sure you guys are taking advantage of that right now. $25 off the press, the tumbler press, the flat press, and the F170. So make sure you're using code MFLive203, and you're gonna get $25 off of your purchase. So make sure you use that. But again, we appreciate you guys being here. What I was gonna get to was we're going to be in Vegas a couple of days. Beginning the 24th through the 27th, we'll be in Vegas for the APA. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is, I believe, well, at least my second year going. I think third year. I don't even remember, but I think MakerFlo's been there for 5 years. I think 4 years, right? Something around there. But we're going to be there. So what I was telling you is that we're going to be there. MakerFlo's going to be there. Guess what? If you're going to be there right also, or you're planning to join, this is the reason why to go. First of all, because we're going to be there. Second, because we can give you a free entrance pass. If you go to the site MakerFlo.com, you can find a free code that allows you to get a free ticket, entrance ticket, right, to the floor. Yeah, to the floor for free.
Normally, it's very expensive.
Yes, very expensive. So make sure. So if you're thinking of going, or you're in the Vegas area and wanted to go, hey, great opportunity. Go to the site, go to MakerFlo.com, and you're gonna find that code to get you a free entrance to APA. So take advantage of that because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of good information that you could potentially get and learn. And if you're trying to get into lasering engraving business, it should be a lot of fun. So it's a lot of information. Yes. What's up? What's going on?
So they're saying that you're kind of quiet. Let's put that next, Danny. Why don't you have mine?
Sure.
We're trying something new and using
Let
more.
me know if this is better, guys. Is this better? Let me know.
And then while you guys are checking the sound,
Cool. Let me know if this is better, guys. Okay.
we got lots of hellos.
Awesome. Hello. And again, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys, I know I shared a lot of information right now from the beginning, but again, we'll repeat it. We have it on the screen in a little bit, $25 off either the tumbler press, the flat press, or the F170. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. Again, code is MFLive203. And it's right there, right on there on the screen. Take advantage of it. Perfect. Just like magic. That's right. What else? Oh, And guess what? I mean, you guys killed it last week in the live with all those great questions and all those ideas that you guys have that you guys pretty much sold out. We pretty much sold out on our jewelry line. How did you guys love that live? Because there was a lot of information. John killed it for, I don't know what, he was talking for 3 hours. I don't know. I lost track, but he killed it, right? And I hope you guys enjoyed that. But obviously you guys did because believe it or not, we are pretty much sold out of the jewelry. But don't worry, we're gonna have a restock pretty soon. I do believe that Mark said in about 4 weeks, 3 weeks, about there. So if you're waiting for it, there is still some shapes, some colors on the site. So if you missed it or you're thinking about it, don't think about it too much because it's gonna be gone sooner or later. So take advantage of that as well too. Yes, Sam.
So you sound much better now.
Much better? Awesome,
so
great.
I'm not sure if it's just the one set of mics.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Everybody else is saying hello from where they're at.
Awesome.
We need to bring a map in here.
Yeah, we need to cross out right? We should. That's a great idea. Yeah. As we go and to see if we hit all 50 states. Great idea, Sam. Perfect.
And then on top of that, we've got our friend Jasmine asking for you to give her a little recap in Spanish.
Claro que sí. Bienvenido, Jasmine. ¿Cómo estás? Feliz martes. Espero que todos estén bien. Estamos ahorita aquí en el live y como miran, tenemos todas las máquinas ahorita para sublimar y es lo que vamos a practicar hoy y vamos a hacer. Vamos a hacer tazas, vamos a hacer poza de vasos, toallas. Vamos a hacer un montón de cosas o vamos a tratar de hacer un montón de cosas. Pero la cosa importante ahorita, si miras que está aquí, ahorita en el live, durante el live, te puedes, si ordenas las press, cualquiera de estas 3 máquinas, con el código de MFLive 203, te van a dar $25 de descuento comprando la máquina. So, durante el live. So, yes, no, si están esperando o estaban esperando por tratar de agarrar las máquinas, ahorita durante el live, si usan el código que está ahí, la MFLive 203, le van a dar $25 de descuento. Otra cosa también que les mencioné es la joyería. Se nos está yendo, so no esperen, hay varios colores todavía, hay varios que nos quedan, pero no nos quedan mucho, pero en 3-4 semanas también vamos a recibir más, so hay oportunidad todavía ahorita de agarrar y de comprar, o si no, tal vez van a esperar.
So I just tried something.
Okay.
So let me know if you can hear me better now. Yeah.
Another news too, another restock, our wood boxes, correct? Our wood boxes are going to be about 3 weeks also, I believe. So if you're waiting for those, 2 weeks, actually, sorry, my mistake, 2 weeks. So if you're waiting for those, don't worry, they're on the way. Again, a good way of actually getting notification for those is make sure you go to the product page. You can hit alert, get your notification, and you're going to be able to be one of the first ones to find out when it's restocked. So that way you're not, you don't miss out on them. So yeah, a lot of great information. What else? Anything else, Sam, that I missed?
No, I think we're good.
So APA restocks. What else?
Did we mention Nitty hecho con razón?
No. Oh, thank you. So actually, let's take one step back behind that. So if you guys did not know, we have a new podcast out with Dr. K. If you haven't seen on our socials, go check out that first part. It's a mini series actually with John, Mark, and Dr. K. Make sure you guys go check it out. If you want to watch it or you want to listen to it, you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it. You can listen to it on Spotify and iTunes. So it's a 4-part series. So the first part came out last Thursday, I believe, Friday, if I remember. Thursday. So a lot of great information. These guys dropping knowledge. Dr. K is always great when it comes to advice, and it's just great things. So make sure you're watching that one. If you happen to miss the previous episodes, make sure you go and watch. They're all there. You can watch them, sit down, bench them, and stay tuned for the next few episodes because it's great. It went from a recording, I think it was 2.5 hour recording, I believe. I don't even remember, but it was about 2.5 hours with a lot of knowledge. So we had to make it into a series. So hope you guys enjoy it. Go check it out. Go subscribe also too to their podcast. Sorry, I lost track here. I think I went fast. Am I going too fast? A little fast? Okay, I need to slow down. I am really excited because I'm ready to craft. I want to see what you makers think of my making. So anyways, go check it out. Go check out John and Mark's also Instagram. Go follow them. And yes, what's up?
So they're asking you for a third language. Do you speak Yorkshire?
I don't. I am sorry. I don't. I will practice it starting this week. So maybe next week I'll have something for you. So lo siento. Sorry. But yeah, so we do have, again, new episode podcast. And the next person that we have en Hecho Corazón is Niri. Niri vamos a tener, es la próxima persona que tenemos en Hecho Corazón en el canal de YouTube en español. Si no lo han visto los otros episodios, vayan a verlo. Niri va a ser la invitada especial que tenemos para el próximo episodio. No se lo vayan a perder. Y gracias, Niri, si estás aquí, lo apreciamos y gracias por estar aquí con nosotros ese día. Yes.
So 2 things.
Okay.
One, if they need that code, just put it in the chat and we'll drop the code again. 2, they're asking if you had a Red Bull this morning. And Ashley said she might go to AK. She's not sure yet.
She's not sure yet?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we might go too. We're not sure either yet. But yes, I don't know. I'm very talking. I kind of caught myself, and I guess I'm just excited. Excited because of the craft, the making we're going to be doing, and because Marc is here. So the making of the making that we make. Yeah. So I'm just excited overall. So yes, but hey, I get to do this for a job. I mean, who cannot be excited, right? This is awesome. So again, thank you guys for joining us here. I'm gonna stop talking, and obviously you guys are here for the project. So along the way, if you guys have any questions, si tienen preguntas, go ahead and make sure you guys ask them, and feel free to just drop it in the comments. Get some pen and paper because you're gonna want to write all this information down because it's gonna be great knowledge. So again, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. With further ado, I'm going to start talking, and I'm going to hand it over to the man, the legend, Marc. What's up, man?
Let's go.
How's it going?
Thank you, Danny.
Of course.
Buenos tardes. All
Hey,
the friends out
there you
Yeah,
go.
I got
There you go. There you go.
A little Spanish myself.
So, si tienen preguntas, pregúntenle en español. Marc sabe. Lo vamos a poner que empiece a hablar en español también.
See, this gringo knows a little bit. So. How's everyone doing today? So today we are focusing, guys, on how you can incorporate color into your business and into your maker workshop. So I'm kind of curious out there, like, what kind of equipment do you guys currently have in your workshop? What are you guys working with? Is it laser machines? Is it, you guys have sublimation currently? You guys have, is it hard to hear me?
Okay. Oh,
All right.
As soon as Danny walked away, you lost volume.
that's weird.
We'll figure out the 2 next time.
Okay.
Maybe because we tried plugging both of them on.
Maybe.
All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. What I was talking about was this episode is focused on how you guys can incorporate full color into your businesses and into your maker spaces. So I'm curious out there is who is currently, what kind of equipment do you have in your shop now? I'm curious to see what we're working with, what kind of equipment and machinery do you guys have in your shop? Because I'm going to dive into how you can incorporate full color for under $1,000 into your business and to make money off that. So do you guys have a laser machine? Do you guys have, does anyone have a UV printer out there? And I'm curious what kind of UV printer. There's also different equipments like Cricut. Anybody have a Cricut? Anybody have any sublimation currently that they're set up? I'm curious what you guys are working with so we can dive a little bit deeper into that. What do you got, Sam, in the comments? Anything on the equipment?
So we got F170.
Someone has an F170? Cool.
Someone's talking about the F2, and that's all.
So we got some X tools out there.
Kevin said he has a laser and a sawgrass sublimation printer.
Okay, you got a sawgrass. That's great.
And then on Instagram, it looks like we talked about Thunder laser, UV laser, and sublimation. And they said they can hear you much better now.
Awesome.
UV make, Ashley showing off. Aeon Redline Mira, Cricut, Sawgrass, Cricut, laser, and CNC.
So as you guys can see, there's a wide variety of equipment out there, right? The thing is it's important not just to pigeonhole yourself into one method of making, right? What happens when your customer wants or needs something in full color, right? There's some brand guidelines out there where certain companies might need something in full color, and then what do? If you only have laser engraving, you can only laser engrave something in one color, essentially, right? So that's where sublimation really comes into play. You can do multimedia where you engrave something and you sublimate it. So for those of you that are new to sublimation, this right here is a sublimated MakerFlo mug. So as you can see, this is full color. And when you're working with sublimation, it's typically a white background that you're working with. And these products are specifically coded for sublimation. You can't just buy any blank out there at the dollar store and try to sublimate it. It needs to be specially coated with this polyester material. Now, what's cool is if you have multiple equipment in your shop, you could sublimate this, and then you could laser it. You could laser a name across this with the sublimation. So who's currently doing multimedia out there now? Because that's something that's new and unique that I haven't really seen much of before.
So we got one comment in here. I don't know if you want to touch this, Mark.
Yeah.
So our friends, the Coleman twins, are saying that they have their antique Epson printer converted to sublimation ink.
Okay, that's a great message. And we're going to talk about the Epson F170 today. So this little guy, this printer is the Epson F170. So this is not a converted printer. This is actually a dye sublimation Epson printer. You don't have to do any converting to it. This machine is made for sublimation. And so when I say made for sublimation, is the ink lines in here are made for that thicker ink. It's going to auto cycle and keep those print lines clean. Because unfortunately, if you used a converted printer, and if you're not constantly using it, there is a high chance and likelihood of that printer actually clogging up, and then it basically gets wasted. So with the Epson printer, it comes with a 1-year Epson warranty as well to kind of back that support, and you get the quality and guarantee of Epson, which is awesome. So you guys can see it's got the eco tanks on there. It's got the tank fill similar to the eco tanks. So it's super easy to fill these. Boom.
We can speak to how easy it is because we just had to install a new maintenance tank and we're running cleaning on it, and it took us what, maybe 20 minutes, Danny?
About, yeah.
So when you fill this guy, all you do is you just pop the lid up. And did we freeze? Okay. You just pop the lid up, and then you pop this guy up right here, and then you can simply take the bottles and fill up the ink right there.
Don't worry, Mark, you just broke the internet.
Super simple to fill this guy. And when you do buy the printer, it's going to come with the 4 bottles of ink already. So you're going to get the CMYK of ink, which really lasts a long, long time. You're going to get multiple fills out of those first bottles. And so it goes a long way when it comes to printing on this. So this printer right here is the desktop size Epson F170. Some of you might be asking, well, how big can this print? What paper size does this print? This will print your 8.5 by 11, and it'll also print your 8.5 by 14.
You want to show them what I'm working on right here, right there? That's the image that I'm going to be doing.
So we're going to be making a tumbler here soon. This is one of the images that we're going to be sublimating. So we actually printed real photographs on here, and this is going to go on a tumbler. So guys, think of this as like corporate gifts. What businesses can you work with that need personalized products for their team, for their corporate office, for their customers, for their thank you gifts? You're going to see how cool and awesome this comes out.
So real quick, to what Sam was mentioning, that how fast it took us to fix the error that we had about we filling the ink and doing all the maintenance tech. This is what tells you real quick. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but look at the difference between this print, right? Look at this print. This was before we changed it, and now this is the one we're actually going to use. Look at the difference real quick. Oh, you're upside down. But check that out. You see the difference, right? Big difference in how the image comes out. Look at that, night and day, pretty much. So yeah, so that's a good way of actually seeing that you need to change your tank or do the maintenance on it.
Yeah, so the maintenance tank, basically what that is your ink will automatically purge ink and cycle your print heads from time to time. And that's just the way of it maintaining itself to make sure those print heads are ready to go. So the maintenance tank, this needs to be replaced from time to time, maybe once every 6 months, once every 12 months, depending on how often you're using the machine. And so if you start seeing faded images or prints that are not printing right, you might just have to change the maintenance tank or run some print head cleanings on there. So guys, any questions on this printer? Like I said, 8.5 by 14 is the largest size it'll do. You just feed the paper down here in the printer, just kind of like a normal, office printer. And what's nice, when you buy this printer from MakerFlo, we are going to give you a free pack of paper and some free heat tape. So that's one of the extra benefits when buying this printer from MakerFlo. This is our paper here. So as you can see, we have our logo printed on the back, and that is super helpful because you know what side to print on, because other brands out there, they don't put anything on the back and you have no idea which side to print on. So that's how you can tell. Back side's logo, front side's the printing side.
So John wants you to pull out the 570 now, Mark.
Yeah, let me grab that. So the next option, so
you asked, here we go.
this guy, like I said, this will fit really in any space you have. So if your business is tight on space, you need something that's tight and compact, this is a great option. This will do a lot of your smaller products, from your tumblers, most of the tumblers, right? From coasters, key change, luggage tags. We have our MakerFlo glitter pouches. We've got all sorts of things that are smaller size that this guy will do. Now, if you need something larger in size, maybe you're doing signage or full t-shirt prints and stuff. The next size up from this is the Epson F170. The 570 will print 2 feet wide, 24 inches rolls of paper. What do you got, Sam?
So they're asking how much the ink costs for a full ink refill, which is a great question because it can get pretty pricey with some brands.
Yeah.
So ours right now on the site is $158.40 for all 4.
So to reiterate what Sam just said, a full ink replacement of all 4 colors, is gonna be 4 bottles, is about $150 on our website. So like I said, the ink goes a long way. And when you buy this printer, there's no conversion needed. You don't have to convert it. It's already ready for sublimation. The ink that comes with it is for sublimation. And guys, if you order during this live, this code is only good to the end of today. We'll give you $25 off the printer or any of the heat presses behind me. That code can be used once, only for one of the 3 items, not for each item. And that code is MFLive203. MFLive203, guys, to get this printer $25 off. And that, guys, that never happens. We don't run any sales on the printer. We're trying something new for the live. This printer is $499 with the standard price. And use that coupon, guys, to get $25 off.
Hi, Holly.
So Sam, for camp, we're gonna do 360.
350. Isn't it like 356 or?
Yeah, so for the tumblers, we're going to press the tumblers at 355 degrees for 60 seconds and rotate it and do it for another 60 seconds. You guys can see this is one we made earlier of the mug. So who's been thinking about getting into sublimation, guys? Who's been like, I'm not sure about it, questioning how difficult it is? Give me some comments in the chat on what you guys your thoughts are on about sublimation.
There's a lot of questions happening about the 570 right now. Someone said that they love our paper. It's the best paper.
Yeah, the paper is a great all-purpose paper. It's 120 GSM, so it works for your soft goods. It works for your hard goods. The Epson F170, guys, like I was saying, that machine is more, it's for your bigger shops, right? It's your commercial size printer. It can do 24 inches rolls of paper. That's great for batch printing. So even if you need to make, 500 coasters for a company, you could just batch print those across the F170 and then just cut them up and place them on your heat press to press those. So it's good for your bulk production. And it's quite easy to make your money back on either of these options relatively quickly. What you got?
So our friend Josh is in the chat. First, he says hello.
Hey, Josh, what's happening, man?
Throwing some good comments on here too. He said it's a great cost-effective way to bring color into your offerings.
Absolutely. So other alternatives, guys, to bringing full color into your business, sublimation. Like I said, you can get this stuff for under $1,000. The Epson printer is $500, right? This MakerFlo automatic heat press back here is $299. And then the MakerFlo tumbler press that we're going to be working with is $150. So well under $1,000, you guys can get your whole sublimation setup. Because don't be that guy where your customer comes to you and is like, oh, I want these colored, tumblers, and you can't do it. It's simple to set this up and you make your money back relatively quickly. What you got?
So Bonnie wants to see the mug again. But full disclosure, Bonnie, I made that mug last year. She wants to see the handle. The handle is ghosted, but I just wanted to see if you could sublimate on it. And you can. I can try harder.
So when you're working with curved surfaces, guys, it's super important that you have it flat against the product and with pressure. So when you got some intricate pieces like the handle, it can be difficult. We were simply testing this to see how it would come out. And so you got to be careful around those curved edges. And I was holding it like this. Customer will never know.
And then our friend Joe Flores in here says he's wanting to upgrade his Epson 2800.
Absolutely. Hopefully that one's still working out for you with it being converted. But we love the F170. But from there, you should really go up to the 570 and just get it over with and get the big boy.
then we've got our friend M. Pike says that they have the printer and the flat press, but they haven't used it yet.
Okay.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for, Danny says?
Open it.
Open it up.
Open it. Start crafting.
So you guys might have heard of other ways of getting color printing into your business. You've got UV printing, which is something that's new and upcoming. So with UV printers, you've got companies like Make, where you can get into a Make for about $2,200, $2,300. So more than double the cost of sublimation for the entire setup, guys, with the heat press, just for one Make printer. You can also get into LogoJet. LogoJets are a very quality UV printing machine, but they're going to cost you a pretty penny. So you really have to set up your business, guys, first with sublimation, with full color, to see how your customers react to that, to see how you can build your business with color before you invest into a $20,000, $30,000 machine. That's what we recommend here at MakerFlo. Test the waters with sublimation, get the F170 for $500, build up your customers, start growing from there. Take those profits, guys, and double down into better equipment that are faster and UV printers that you can make different products with too.
They're asking for the cost on the 570 as well. We have it right now for $27.45.
Yeah, the F570 is going to be about $2,700. That's going to be delivered on a pallet to you. It's such a big boy. It'll come via freight right to your house. So let's dive into what Danny's working on over here. So
Yeah, you real quick, just change it up here real quick, just so they know like how it looks. Look at a digital timer, temperature. You have your temperature, your time, the pressure, and obviously you would go ahead and start off by pushing the play button to start off your press.
can you guys hear Danny okay? Or should I stand next to him?
I think you do need to stand next to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so again, we're good, right? So we're just having our temperature right here, right on the screen, nice bright, you can't miss it. Your timer is counting down. You have your temperature, your timer, and then on how much the minus, right? That's going to control the temperature or the time. And right there, it's over. Right there, telling us that it's over. You see how it's opening by itself. I'm going to go ahead and get it out here. And while I do this, you want to.
So have you rotated it already?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, guys, so we're doing tumblers in the automatic heat press for 60 seconds at 355 degrees. After that 60 seconds is done, we're simply rotating it 180 degrees, and then we're pressing it a second time. The reason we rotate it 180 degrees is because the heating element might not be at that top side, so it's important to get that towards the bottom where the heating element is at and get it fully heated all the way around the tumbler. So basically, within 2 minutes, you can get a fully sublimated tumbler done and ready with this heat press, tumbler press. Now, what's cool about it is it's automatic. So you guys might have seen the tumbler presses out there where you have to crank the handle down and you have to pop it up. Well, this one's fully automatic. It's going to do the closing and the pressure for you. You don't have to kill your hand every time. If you're making a case of tumblers, that's over 50, a case of tumblers is 25 tumblers. You'd have to literally pop it down, pop it up, spin it, pop it down, pop it up over 100 times to make that. This is going to save your arm. It's going to save your wrist. Some of those are even hard to close. Like you really need a lot of power in some of those to close. So what you got?
So we have a question. They're wanting to know how we do hats and totes.
Yeah. So so with hats, if you're doing sublimation hats, you would need to get sublimation patches, which then you would sublimate that on a flat heat press like this automatic press here. And then you would take that onto a hat press with your hat, put the patch down, heat press it on the hat press. So you need one more device that we don't currently have at MakerFlo, which is the hat press. Totes, very simple. Totes are awesome to do on the flat press, which we'll get into a little bit later. That's super easy. So this is what we got. So here is the tumbler that Danny just finished.
Oh, wow. Look at those vibrant images.
So you guys can see that we took regular photographs, guys, printed it out on the F170 and sublimated that onto a tumbler. You can see how vivid and bright these colors are. So just imagine your guys' customers' logos any imagery that they provide to you, you can print it and put it right on these tumblers. Who's currently doing sublimation tumblers? Yeah. So guys, with this one right here, you're going to notice this is one of the new MakerFlo twist tumblers. So this is a trademarked item that only MakerFlo has. We've got the MakerFlo twist tumbler. So you'll see in here, you see those ridges? That's how the handle will twist on. Only the MakerFlo tumblers have this. This is a patent pending that we have on this design. So then you've got the handle itself. And what I love about this best is you can pair your customer's artwork, your customer's logo to the handle color. We've got 10 different handle colors with more coming soon. And all you do is you simply just twist it on and it's good to go. And what's also neat about this, guys, is it's double threaded. So there is a thread on each side. So you can twist it on one way, the handle will end up here. You can twist it on the other way, the handle will end up on the other side. So it's important that when you wrap these guys, that you're marking where your handle is going to end up at, okay? You can put the handle on first, you can mark it, then you can wrap your design so that it's aligned properly to fit how you want it to fit on the tumbler. Got a question, Sam?
Yeah, so you were asking who's all working on 20 skinnies. So we've got Lou, Bonnie, Karen, Joe, Catherine loves them, Loretta, Deborah, Ashley. She's also watching Bridgerton. She'd like everyone to know.
Awesome. So I'm curious, guys, what are you guys currently selling the sublimation tumblers for? I want to know in chat how much you guys are getting out of these guys right here and how much profit you guys are getting on these.
Also, hi, Carrie.
So,
and then John's asking some questions. I'm not sure if this came in through one of the other channels, but he's saying, what's the difference between sublimation, UV DTF, and UV printing?
Yeah, absolutely. So sublimation, guys, this is going to be infused into the material. So this is not going to come off. It's literally with the gas technology, it's infused into the polyester coating. You cannot scratch this off, right? Now, if you're doing UV printing, that is, in addition, that's going to be a layer on top of the tumbler. So you're going to be able to feel that UV ink on top of the tumbler. Typically, people apply an adhesion promoter to make sure that print is semi-permanent. But over time, that print with the UV printer, it could come off, it could chip with wear and tear, with washes and stuff like that. But the sublimation tumbler is going to be on there 100%. And then the third option John mentioned, UV DTF, a UV direct-to-film sticker. It's more of a permanent sticker. So same thing, it's an addition on top of the tumbler. You're going to be able to feel that sticker on there, and it's also semi-permanent. All right, I'm going to switch this over to the pink handle. I think that pink goes good with that, that pink rose right there. So I'm simply going to twist that on right there. So you guys notice I don't have the lid on there yet. So the lid, let me take it off the red one. The lid simply just twists on. Right like that. And so I got the opening right here and boom, ready to go. What I love about my 20-ounce skinny at home is when I'm filling this with soda, it's going to add an additional 2 to 3 ounces. So you know how you always get that foam, that head of foam on your soda? Well, it's perfect because I get that additional leeway on this handle. You get about 2 to 3 more ounces of liquid and ice in your tumbler. So keep that in mind when you guys are selling these and promoting these to your businesses. No one else is going to have this kind of tumbler and handle option. What's up?
So one thing they're asking what the software we use for printing. We use AI, just Adobe.
Yeah.
And then they're also asking, well, you asked how much they charge. Everyone in here is saying between $25 and $30.
Yeah, that's a great price point, guys. So the blank costs on these tumblers for MakerFlo, you can get them for about $6.50. The handle option is going to add about $2. So that's about $8.50. If you're selling them for $30, what is that? 21 bucks a tumbler you're making. If you sell a case of tumblers, that's over $400 to $500 per case of tumbler that you're selling. So imagine you go to a business and you're like, hey, I see you've got a bunch of employees here. Let me make you a case of tumblers and I'll customize the tumblers for your business for a company outing, for a company employee appreciation gift, for a thank you gift. and boom, you sell a case of tumblers, sublimate them, and you can even add the handle on there, and you're making over $400 to $500 just on one single case of tumblers. Yeah.
Someone's asking, can you make stickers with that paper? To my knowledge, no. But what do you think, Mark?
Yeah, no, this isn't going to be made for stickers, just strictly sublimation. So it's not going to be a good sticker option. All right, Danny, what do we got working on back here?
All right, so while you were dropping all that knowledge, I started working on our next project, which is our coasters. We're going to be sublimating coasters here. As you can see, we printed out, again, using our MakerFlo paper with the F170, as you can see there. Okay, taped it down with our tape as well. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. We're also, I'm also going to be doing a couple of luggage tags. And again, all of these are printed on the actual MakerFlo paper. And yeah, we printed these images with the F170 as well. So again, use our paper, use the F170, and yeah, you're gonna see how vibrant these colors come out right now. So that's what we're doing here.
Awesome. So let me show you guys what we've done here with the coaster. So Danny has already prepped this coaster here. There we go. So this is the MakerFlo coaster. He's already got the print on there. This is the back side. So he's cut these out individually, and we're going to sublimate them. You could also batch print these guys. If you just print 4 onto a page, you can simply just tape down your coaster on top of your design. So imagine this print, right? You just take your coaster and you tape it down on top of your paper. And this is a great way to do bulk production, batch printing. You don't have to individually cut them out. Just print out the sheets, tape down your coasters, and heat press it, which we're going to show you guys in a minute. So there you go. You can see the design right there. Yeah.
So Midwest Hobby House brought up a good point. They said tumblers don't sell well in their area anymore. Everybody else has so many already. But that's part of knowing your market, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I had a customer that was trying to sell tumblers to a similar situation, right? The business is like, oh, more tumblers, great, same thing. I've gotten plenty of those. But then that MakerFlo client introduced and showcased the MakerFlo tumblers with the Maker Twist handle using our free sell sheets, and that instantly changed that business's mind because they had never seen something like this with the color combination that matches their logo. And guess what? They decided to order a case of tumblers from that maker for that business. So you just never know, right? You never know when that client sees something new and is going to love it and place that order, but it's worth a shot. If you use the MakerFlo sell sheets, they're completely free. You can mock it up, literally no cost to you, just a little bit of time and effort. Email that over to a customer, print it out for a customer, and bring it into their business and show them what you have that's new and innovative. Because when you showcase a product that's innovative and new that they've never seen before, it might change their mind on the tumblers. Yeah.
So someone's asking, do you need to tape it if it's being pressed?
Yeah. Oh, on the batch production?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, really, unless you're a real expert and you really have your production down, I always recommend taping it. And so with MakerFlo, when you get the printer, we have the heat tape as well. It's a clear heat tape, so it's not going to leave any residue on your projects, but always recommend taping down your project because that's just going to keep it in place, right? When you put it in that heat press or that tumbler press, you don't want that image to shift because then it might ghost, it might double print, and you have issues. So always recommend taping it down, and you can see that we've done that right here on the back side. Yeah.
And then it's been a second. Do we want to remind them about that code that's available only during this month?
Yeah, guys. So once again, there is a discount code for ordering either the Epson F170 printer, the MakerFlo heat press, or the MakerFlo tumbler press. You're going to get $25 off when you use code MFLive203. So MFLive203, guys, only for today. You'll get $25 off any one of those 3 items. And it's a great way to save and get going on your sublimation journey.
If you need that code at any point, let us know. Put it in the comments.
Sweet. All right, so we all done. We're done pretty much taping everything down.
Wonder if we can
Go
move
ahead
this
and it
guy
over.
over here,
Sure. Right.
or we can do it over the shot too. And try that.
We can. How does that look, Sam? Can we do this over, or should we do the side one?
That's the side one,
That's the side one.
and then that's the top
So
one.
yeah, I think we should probably do the side one.
Side one?
Yeah, let's do the side one. That way, you guys can get the full experience on this. Because guess what? This actually pulls out. Right. Perfect. Look at that. So all you're gonna do is you are going to go ahead and you're gonna pull your bedding out. And remind me the size of the bedding. 15 by 15. There you go. Hey, look at that. All right. So again, we have, this is awesome because again, it's automatic. If you can see right there, the screen digital, it has your temperature, your timer. You're going to be able to control the temperature and the timer and the pressure on how much pressure you're going to want it. It has 3 different levels of pressure. So that's going to be awesome. So again, whatever temperature you need it to, you can adjust it, decrease it, lower time. If you need more time, you could go ahead and increase that as well. So a lot of cool features and really easy to use. So again, we're going to be doing 2 luggage tags, 2 coasters. And again, like Mark was saying, this is great for your batch work, right? Where if you have multiple orders of the same design or just a big order, you can go ahead and just lay them down. And obviously you can see how much more space there is. You can play,
You fit a lot more
in there. Absolutely. So right now, look at that. You can fit a lot more if you want it there. So we're doing 360 for 60 seconds. All
So
right.
you guys will notice is the prints are facing upward because the heating element on this guy is at the top. So it's up here where the heating element is, and this is going to press downward onto the products themselves. So paper is facing upward towards the heating element, and then this is going to press down. So this is another automatic heat press that MakerFlo has. And once again, it's great because it's not a manual crank where you're going to have to take your hand and press down with pressure to lock in your more of like a clamshell, right?
Yeah,
They call it a clamshell heat press. This is an automatic heat press. So you simply will just pull this in, and then you hit the start button, and it's going to automatically press down with the heat and the pressure and start sublimating. So with this automatic heat press, guys, there's 3 different pressure modes. There's basically a light, a medium, and a heavy, and it's rated by kg. So it's 40 kg, 60 or 80 kg of pressure that's being applied to this guy. A couple other good features on here are there's different modes that you can save. So you can save, like if there's a product that you run all the time, maybe it's the coasters, maybe it's a certain t-shirt, you can save that setting in the heat press, and it'll remember that as one of your presets. So you can just go to setting number 2 and boom, you're good to go. So what do you guys think about this beauty? I like, some people call it what, like a Star Wars Darth Vader heat press. What do you guys think about our beautiful automatic heat press?
Ashley already loves it.
1 second. So it's going to beep at you when it's done. It's going to automatically press up, and then you just simply slide this tray out. And then Danny's got a heat glove on. Give it a peel and reveal here in front of the camera on one of these.
While you're setting up, we got a couple questions.
Yeah.
One, John wants to know if anyone's taken their printer or press to a trade show. And then 2, when would you use the different pressure settings?
Exactly. Let me answer the pressure setting one. So sometimes with garments or soft materials like the tea towel that we do, you want to do a light pressure. When you're working with like a hard good, like these hard coasters, a medium pressure works good for that. So here we go. Danny's got the peel and reveal here on the, what is this, a luggage tag?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I asked Danny where he wanted to travel.
So the point that John made is a really good idea. You guys can see basically we fit all 3 of these equipments on one table. So you guys can take this setup and go mobile with it. You just simply roll up to a show or an expo or a trade show, a conference. You could literally have your laptop, the printer, and both heat presses on one table that's under 8 feet, and you have your whole setup on the road. Or some people even put it in like their trailers and make a whole RV out of it.
So we're gonna do this poster here as well. That's pretty cool.
Karen's calling it the Star Wars press.
Star Wars press. I like it.
Check that out.
Cute.
Focus.
So you guys can see the ink release at the bottom of the paper. Most of that ink has just transferred onto that polyester material, and that was 60 seconds.
Right.
And we could easily fit, it's 15 by 15. You could fit 4 across, 3 across, and 3 down. So you could fit 9 coasters at a time in 60 seconds.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. There's one.
I mean, and the luggage tags are even smaller.
I mean, I would argue if they're not edge to edge, you could fit 16.
Yeah.
Let's see what this one, I think the design might have been a little big, but let's see how it came out. Yeah. So you can see, came out. Boom. Hold on, let me take like a little off. Let's show this properly.
And now
All
we
right,
got
here we
a
go.
question.
So check it out. Yes, the question. What's the question, guys?
What is the recommendation to sublimate onto canvas bags? Do I need to use a spray on the bags? Also, are there
Cool.
other settings I need to use on the Epson F170 to make it dark enough to tape?
Yeah, so with canvas bags, you do want to make sure it has it's made for sublimation and it has the right coating on there. You might struggle with just a regular canvas bag. It doesn't have that polyester coating on there. But those are super easy to do. We don't have any of those yet, but it's a great item. And I know a customer that did a few hundred for Chase Bank for a conference, and they knocked that out in like 2 hours. They did like 200 bags for them. And then there are different settings under the, like there's like a vivid setting, and there's some other settings under the printing properties where you can really dial in the amount of ink that it's laying down. And so there are ways to edit that to get more ink down. Yeah.
People are saying that they love the owl designs. They like the designs. Most of these guys are from Creative Fabrica. We have a few logos that we brought in today just to kind of give you an idea of what you can do. But anything that's not a logo is from Creative Fabrica.
So just to reiterate that, if you guys have a hard time here, Sam, most of these designs are from Creative Fabrica. So that's a great, that's a great membership to have, guys. If you're struggling with artwork or don't know where to download your artwork, just go get a Creative Fabrica account, and you can get tons of artwork for free on there with your membership. So here is the luggage tag. This one we did Madrid, Spain. So who out there has any travel customers, whether it's a travel agency or maybe it's like a hotel or a concierge service, who is working with travel customers that could see themselves selling them these types of products? Could you imagine selling these to like a boutique hotel in your area, and you come in to check into the hotel and that boutique hotel is like, oh, hey, Mr. Smith, thank you for coming in and staying with us this weekend. Here's a free luggage tag. You know, I could easily see hotels doing that to really elevate their customer experience, because that's what they're really all about these days, is how do you differentiate yourself, not only for your business, but for your customers' businesses as well. And this is a great way of doing that through the luggage tags.
Oh, it's my scissors.
Here is, wow, that came out really cool. Here's the coaster. So you guys can see how vivid and bright these colors are. And like I said, guys, this is infused into the material. This is not going to come off. You can't scratch this off. It's permanently on there. So with the coaster, I wanted to do one of these. So you guys will notice the print on this is inverted, right? The Epson printer will automatically invert the image for you, so you don't have to invert it or remember to do so. That's one of the benefits of buying an actual true sublimation printer, is it'll invert the image. And so once we lay this down and press it, this is a local sports grill in our area. This is a coaster and a sample that we're going to make for them. So I kind of want to see how this comes out. We have the overhead shot here.
I might not be centered. So I might not be centered. We have, yeah. So you could go ahead and put it back up. I just centered myself. So next thing I'm going to be doing is actually the kitchen towel. So we're going to do a kitchen towel.
We're gonna be using the press again, but we'll get to that coaster in just a second.
I saw you have a pretty big design on there. So
Yeah.
guys, envision also t-shirts. Now, if you're gonna do a shirt and you have the Epson F170, you can print up to 8.5 by 14, which is a great size to do like a full cross the chest print. Danny's got a huge design for this tea towel, and it's gonna look awesome once we get this in the heat press here.
Absolutely. Here we go. So we're gonna keep it at the same temperature. We're gonna do exactly the same thing. We're just gonna go ahead and drop it. Just gonna drop it. Is it right at the bottom? We're just gonna go ahead, drop it, and then we're gonna cover it with our.
So why do you use that?
So, good question. Oh, I think we have a question.
So just a few questions. One, people are excited. They said we're giving them great ideas. Joe's going to start this with his kiosk on the military exchange. And then the Coleman twins said they work with a travel agent. So they sold her t-shirts, masks. We need to get them full color luggage tags too.
Love it.
There you go. That's perfect.
And we also have, so this is the thing, guys. If you have sublimation set up, if you have laser engraving set up, you could offer them full color sublimation luggage tags, or you could laser engrave the new laserette luggage tags that we have in 12 different colors. So now there's different options that you can offer to your customers depending on their preference, their color style, their branding needs. You can go leather, premium. You can go full color, premium, and really get whatever they need. So this was, what did you have on the timer? I think we only need 30 seconds on this one. Yeah. So 30 seconds on the tea towel. Now, this is one of the products that you do with light pressure, because if you have too much pressure, you're going to get a strong outline of your heat press on there. So this one, we kept it as light pressure. This is like a sublimation butcher paper. So guys, what this does is it really helps protect any blowout of the ink from getting onto your heat press. So you really don't want any of that ink to get on your pressing mat or your actual heating element itself, because then that ink might end up on your next project.
So we're getting questions about, can you sublimate on colored luggage tags? And does the color show on darker colors?
Get it on the overhead shot here before you reveal it. The question was on the dark what?
So can you sublimate on darker colors, like luggage tags? And does the sublimation show on darker colors?
So you do not want to sublimate on dark colors, because basically think of it as you're adding color to the product, right? If you have a black luggage tag, you're not going to be able to add sublimation color on top of that. You're typically start out with a white substrate, a white sublimation blank, and you're the one adding color to that, because the sublimation printer doesn't print white. The white is already there, right? So you're just adding the color. And so this one was just as a black and white one. We did like a family design on here, and we added some logos for the kids and their looks like their activities.
There you go. Check it out. And pretty easy. Didn't take long at all, right? It was, what would you say, 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So who has any bakery clients, right? Maybe a cake decorator, or maybe any gift shops, right? If you're in a tourist area, maybe there's gift shops where you could sublimate different souvenirs and different designs that people are coming in at this gift shop, and they'll buy these types of tea towels and kitchen towels. Or bakeries and cupcake shops, branded with their logo. You could simply put their logo on these, and the store could resell your items that you're making for them. So now you're getting into wholesale, right? Putting your customer's logo on here, let them resell it. Just create that that cycle, right, of repeat business. You want to get those types of clients so you can keep selling over and over again.
And I will say again, this was in Creative Fabrica. We just added the name and some people.
Yeah, super cool. So yeah, the next one I wanted to do is I wanted to do the another coaster. And with this one, we're doing a local brewery. So this is a local restaurant. And I'm sure you guys have a restaurant near you, right? You could take one coaster, sublimate it, get a sample, and present a physical sample to your customer. How about that? Rather than just an email or a cold call, make something, take their logo off their website, make something, and hand it in, walk in and deliver that to the business owner, to the manager, and really make a statement with a physical sample.
All right. Tape.
Tape.
Tape. Got it. Actually, do me a favor.
Yeah.
You can grab me another coaster from there on the open box right on the table. There you go. And that we could make the matching one with it. So we're gonna do a matching one here for them. Let me cut this one out.
So while Danny's doing that, I'm going to show you guys the MakerFlo tape. So, as you guys will notice on this tape, it is completely clear. And this comes with the printer. You buy the Epson printer from MakerFlo, you're going to get a roll of this tape. And the difference is that it's clear and that a lot of the other brands out there might be like a yellow or gold color. And sometimes what happens with those cheaper brands is that color is going to get onto your projects. It's going to fade your white garments, it's going to get on your blanks, and that yellow dye might get onto your project. So that's why we do ours in the clear color. Yeah.
So Josh Perry added a good point. He said, shake their hand, make it personal.
Yes. The art of a handshake. So, guys, if you're going to be at APA, I believe Josh is going to be talking about the art of a handshake and just kind of taking it back a minute, right? Like, let's do some old school business. Let's meet eye to eye, right? Those days are a long time ago, right? Everything's been digital for the last 5 years or so. So, walk into a business, meet and greet the owner or the manager, and deliver a physical sample to them. That's going to be a lot more meaningful than just a cold email or a phone call. Yeah.
And then we're getting questions about the tea towels. They're saying, can you use any type of material for the towels like cotton? And then Joe wants to know standard prices for coasters. He said he doesn't sell them often.
Yeah, so the coasters and luggage tags are going to be $2 or right under $2 if you're doing the 25 cases or more with MakerFlo. So you can get them at that $2 range or $1.80 depending on how many cases you're buying. Now, when it comes to materials, guys, and you're sublimating, you can only sublimate on polyester materials. So this tea towel is 100% polyester, which is going to allow a full color transfer. Now, if you do a blend, maybe a t-shirt blend of like 50% cotton, 50% polyester, that transfer is going to look a little faded. It's going to be a little vintage, right? You're not going to be able to sublimate on full cotton materials. It's just not going to adhere to that type of material. And if it does look like it adhered, it's going to wash out on your first wash. So make sure you guys are sticking to polyester materials only when you're doing sublimation, whether it's t-shirts, whether it's sweatshirts or hoodies, or even these tea towels. Yeah.
And then we're also getting questions, what size tumblers fit in that press?
The tumbler press will fit all of the MakerFlo tumblers except the 40-ounce tumbler and the 32-ounce tumbler. Now, typically, any of the tapered tumblers, you're going to want to do in the oven, right? Because it's just not going to be able to apply that pressure in that tumbler press. So you want to stick to all your straight wall tumblers. And you can do the 40-ounce in the oven, and you would typically tape the bottom and the top part separately and do it in the oven. So the MakerFlo oven, which we don't have on display here, is great for all those oddball shaped tumblers. And that's a great question because a lot of people wonder, like, well, do I need both? Do I need the oven and the tumbler heat press? And typically I would say, yeah, because with the oven, you can do things like little shot glasses, you know, you can do our new stainless steel line, right?
The handle on a camper mug.
You can do a handle on a camper mug. So we just released and restocked a bunch of stainless steel tumblers on our website. And what we've done with those stainless steel tumblers is we've added that clear coat polyester sublimation coating to them, which allows you guys to sublimate now the stainless steel tumblers. So when you're on our website, make sure you guys look at the details, make sure it has the coating that you're looking for the type of decorating method that you do. And we've got a lot of new shapes. So we have the 32-ounce tapered one, and that would also be done in an oven because it's a tapered fit. Yeah.
And then we're getting someone asking, do we sell the towels? I don't know if you want to show that box behind you, Mark.
Yeah. Maybe you can look up the price on this. I can't recall off the top of my head, but this is how the kitchen tea towels come in this beautiful holographic box. And they're sold in packs of 12. And so they come packaged like this in a plastic bag. And you simply just unbox that, lay out your design, and sublimate it. What price do we have on those, Sam?
So they, just for the single pack, they'd be $49.95, but if you're buying in bulk, it goes down to, it's like $3 a coaster.
A tea towel?
I'm sorry, tea towel.
So about $3 a tea towel on these guys. So if you're selling these retail, I mean, easy $15, $20. That's easy profit. 30 seconds to press these. It doesn't get much quicker than that. So super easy to make these and press them in 30 seconds. So Danny, you're working away over here, man. You're just going at it.
I'm going at it. Like I said, like I like doing this stuff. So here it is. Sam, if you can go ahead and hook me up with the, check that out. Look at that.
Perfect size.
Perfect size. Came out great. And then not just one, but now we have matching ones, right? So that you can go in there and say, look, this is what we could bring and offer you guys. Let's make it happen. But check that out. Looks great.
This is a great like giveaway item, right? Maybe this business is having an event, maybe a Super Bowl party. You know, you could sublimate, you know, a special event logo on there with their logo. And, you know, sometimes you have to just give these businesses the ideas of how they need to promote their own business.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they can give each individual coaster out as a giveaway. What else comes to mind is like fraternities, you know, and colleges. You know, that would be a great item for when school starts and different events. They're always having events over there, right?
Yeah. I mean, again, look how easy it was to do. It literally, we just printed it out, got the design,
Your shirts.
but, you know, and we just pressed it. And again, it didn't take long. It was 60 seconds, and that's a matching set. So, I mean, it's really, really fast, and I mean, very, very profitable for you guys.
Let me see one. Yeah.
Next question.
So we got 2 comments coming through. 1, the colors are fire. 2, do you sell larger crafting area? I'm out of space.
Sounds like you need a he or a she shed. Or you know what? Just dive in and get yourself a commercial building and start hustling away. Promote your local business. This is a really good testament, guys, to the quality of product, the quality of the printer, the quality of the ink and the paper. It's super difficult to get solid blacks like this. It can be challenging, right? Because if you have the temperature too hot, this black might turn brown. If you guys are getting brown, if your blacks are turning brown when you're sublimating, you've got too much heat on there, or you're going too long on the time. So one of those that's one of the key tips. If your blacks are brown, you got too much heat, or you're doing it for too long. Now, if the black looks gray or kind of whited out or faded out, then it's just the opposite. You don't have enough time or enough pressure and heat on there. So you need to increase the time and the temperature. So we had these spot on for 1 minute at 360 degrees, I think. Yeah, 360 degrees.
Yeah.
So let's go back to this automatic heat press. I want to show you guys a few things on here. So you guys can see the automatic slide out tray, which is super convenient. What I want to show you is there's this button over here. It looks like 2 arrows that are like going in a circle. And what that is it's your automatic batch. Gets slid in, and it'll automatically press down. So I didn't even press the start button on that. I just turned on the batch control button, and that heat press started going automatically. I'm going to stop it. It's going to press up. Let's say I take it out. I remove that product that I'm working on. I put a new product down. I slide it in. Nope, I didn't have the batch processing on. There we go. And then it automatically senses it. And then, like I was mentioning, guys, there's different mode buttons. I think it took the cycle off because I hit the stop button. Yeah. So I hit the stop button and that took off the auto batch. But once the timer goes down, the auto batch will stay on, and then you simply just slide it out, slide it back in. And then there's a mode button. So on here, there's different modes that you can set presets for. So like I was saying, if there's a product that you make all the time, maybe you do coasters all the time, you can save your machine to 360 for 60 seconds, and you don't have to fiddle with, changing the time and the temperature.
So, save you some time.
Yeah. And then the other button on here is the pressure control. So you just you tap that pressure control. You can go 40, 60, or 80 kg of pressure. Nice. So let's get an overhead shot of Danny right now. He's got He's got a different type of tumbler here that he's working on.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna work with the sippy cup right here. We're gonna go ahead and I'll show you guys another size of the tumbler that could fit in the tumbler press. So we're gonna go ahead and I started cutting the design. Check out the design real quick that we're using. I think it's pretty cool, pretty funny. But yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and do that. And again, we're gonna go ahead and work with the tumbler press, tumbler press for this one as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Keep the questions coming. Let's see what else we can learn.
So guys, once again, during this live only, we have a special offer on the automatic heat press, the automatic tumbler press, or the Epson F170. If you guys want to buy any one of those 3 items, we're going to give you $25 off only during tonight, during the live. The code is MFLive203. Guys, MakerFlo does not do sales very often. This is something we're simply trying out for this live. So make sure, if you guys have ever been interested in any of these pieces of equipment for your business, go ahead and use that code tonight only to save $25 off. That brings the printer down to $475. That brings this beautiful automatic heat press down to $275. And it brings the tumbler press all the way down to $125. So amazing prices on those pieces of equipment. Yes, Ann?
So I have a news update. The printers are selling, guys. So this live is working. So hopefully anyone who's out there listening who's getting their new printer, we hope you love it. It's going to come with a QR code that shows you how to go through everything. And hopefully you're not sick of my voice, because it'll be me doing that again. So thank you.
So
and always feel free, if you have any type of troubleshooting, hey, you can always contact us, customer service. We will gladly walk you through it at any time, at any point. Any questions that you have, feel free to contact us, and we will get to you as fast as we can with any of your issue that you have. So feel free to always reach out, no matter what it is, whatever it is, if you have any trouble with any of these machines. Yes.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, where do the designs come from? And then someone's asking, do I have to leave to get the deal? Because they're having so much fun on this live.
No, don't leave us. Just pull it up on your phone or your computer and pull up another browser and make your purchase separately. So yeah, Danny made a great point, guys. When you buy any of the equipment here at MakerFlo, you get the support, you get the knowledge from MakerFlo, you get the business advice, right? You get all those awesome resources on our website. Something to know about Sublimation. When you go to the MakerFlo Pro section on our website, MakerFlo Pro, you are going to be able to get a lot of different Sublimation resources.
Let me add real quick before
Yeah.
I add to that. Most importantly, what you get,
Get on camera, Danny.
most importantly, you get us every Tuesday on all these platforms. So if you have any questions, you could always come on here on the live and just ask us right there and then, and we'll gladly answer them for you. So that's the most important. You get us Tuesdays.
We're not hiding anywhere, right? We're right here in Chandler, Arizona, guys. Local business, US-based business. You get the support from us. What I wanted to say about Sublimation and MakerFlo, when you buy any of the equipment, the Epson F170 from MakerFlo, you get our support, you get our resources. If you go to makerflo.com, in the top right corner, there's MakerFlo Pro. You can go on there and go to our Sublimation Hub and our Maker Hub for Sublimation. We're going to give you all the templates for all these products for free. All you got to do is click the product you're interested in, go down to the free template, download that, and now you know exactly the dimensions you need for that product. So if you're wondering, well, how do I make the design perfectly fit this coaster? You just download the MakerFlo template for free. Then you take that template into Canva or whatever artwork software that you're using. You insert your imagery and you print it out. It's simple as 1, 2, 3 to sublimate using MakerFlo products. We also have a page that has all the times and temperatures, right? There's a lot of testing that we have to dial in those settings for our products. And we give you those starting points when working with MakerFlo products. So we'll tell you exactly the time, exactly the temperature, and even the pressure setting that you need for these products to get perfection when it comes to sublimation every time. So it's not as daunting as it seems to get into sublimation with the help of MakerFlo. We're right there every step of the way. Yeah.
2 things. 1, hey, Auntie Tay, she just showed up. And then Tim's treasure chest is asking, can you upgrade my press like T-Mobile? Well, we can't upgrade it, but we have a really cool code you can use if he wants to upgrade it.
Absolutely. During this live only, you can upgrade it, get $25 off. So we'll consider that as a little trade-in right there, right? You can toss that old heat press away. We'll give you $25 off on this live only. Use code MFLive203 to get the tumbler press or to get the flat heat press. Guys, it's only $2.99 for that awesome heat press, and it's automatic. You get 1 or 2 orders from your clients, from your local restaurants, you're going to pay off that heat press in a matter of 1 to 2 orders. So super easy to do that when you have your business clients.
I think you mean it's only $274.
It's $274 with the coupon. Yep, absolutely. All right. So what we got going on next?
All right, so it got to temp. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Let's show off real quick.
real quick.
Let's get this one centered to this.
So all right, let's move it a little, and then so you hear the beeping. Obviously, the beeping is going to tell you that it got to temp. Real quick, I'm gonna start with seam down. That's the way I'm gonna start it with, and that's just once you get to that first turn. Once you get to the first 50-60 seconds, you're going to go ahead and turn it over to the other. It's that what Mark was mentioning earlier in the live. So again, I'm going to use my parchment paper.
So once again, this paper is meant to just protect your heating element in there in case any ink spreads off your paper. You're going to keep your heating element clean. So this in here, guys, is super hot. This is your heating element that's going to clamp around the tumbler and do the pressure automatically for you. So you can see here at the top, this is an automatic tumbler press. It's going to apply the pressure for you. Once again, you don't have to press down with your hand and press up to pop it. This is hands-free.
Yeah,
this is easy,
I
huh?
can walk away, go get my water, come back, and I know that I have 60 seconds, and it's going to let me know that it's done, it's ready to turn over. So yeah, Sam, we got a question?
So they're loving the designs, and I know they think it's me. It's not me. It's Creative Fabrica.
It is you because you got to look for it, right? You're looking for it. It is you. It is a bit of you. It is Sam, but yes, Creative Fabrica, you can go find
Creative Fabrica, get your designs. Use ChatGPT, generate something unique and different. I always like doing that, being different.
Yeah,
So
learn a lot about being.
So once again, guys, the automatic tumbler press at MakerFlo, it's going to fit all your straight walled tumblers, your non-tapered tumblers. The only thing it's not going to fit is the 32-ounce bottle that we have. That one's just a little too tight, but you can do the 18-ounce bottle and all of the other sublimation tumblers we have. If you have a tapered tumbler, maybe you have just your traditional 20-ounce tapered one, or we have a 32-ounce new tapered one. Those ones you want to do in the MakerFlo oven. All right, so we're taking that out.
So I just flipped it again. So I started with my seams down. I can't really see it, but I started with the seams down, and I flipped it over so the seams is actually up. So it's facing us. And I'm gonna go back. I turned it, flipped it over, and I'm gonna do 60 more seconds, and we should be done.
So guys, 355 to 360 degrees for 60 seconds. When that 60 seconds is done, we're simply rotating it 180 degrees. We're pressing it again. That way we can make sure that the heat got evenly distributed all the way around the tumbler for even heat distribution and even sublimation. Yeah.
Sweet. Questions, Em?
So I'm encouraging them to ask questions. Guys, we've got Mark here. I don't know if you guys know how often you have this opportunity, but it's not super often. So make sure you're asking questions for Mark. Someone else wants the code again, so I'm going to throw that in the chat real quick.
Tumbler heat press, normally $149. During this live only, use code MFLive203 to get $25 off. You can use that coupon for any of these 3 items: the tumbler press, the MakerFlo flat automatic press, or even the Epson printer. So no matter where you're at in your stage, get started with that coupon. Something else we haven't even talked about, which we could do with the flat press, is you don't just use that for sublimation, guys. You can use your flat press for all sorts of making that you need to do in your shop.
And then we actually got a question again about what sizes that press takes.
Yep, you're gonna be able to do all your straight wall tumblers. So Danny's doing like a doozy. It's a sippy cup. He's doing like a 12-ounce sippy cup. We've got doozies and koozies you can do, 20-ounce skinnies. It's going to do all your MakerFlo tumblers except the 40-ounce and except the 32-ounce bottle.
So I'm just getting the tape off. Here you can see using my tools, making sure that I don't scratch it. Gotta be really careful doing this.
Show them right here. There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm just taking out the tape. So I just want to be really careful. And remember, it's hot, so I'll
Yeah, guys, this is stainless steel, so it heats up really fast. It does cool down after a few minutes, but you can see Danny's got the heat glove on, so that's super important when you're working with sublimation. These items are going to be hot.
That's crazy.
I always recommend to hot peel it, because if you leave it on there and it shifts around, you could double print it. So there you go.
So there you go. This is the paper after sublimating. Like, this is exactly how it looks before. Like, if you don't change your tank. Remember I showed you guys earlier how it would look. This is almost how it looks. But check how much transfer ink.
So look at all that ink release on there.
Yeah.
It's such a cute design.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me put the top on real quick.
So
They want you to use your gloves, Danny.
I'm using my glove.
yeah, that's about.
I'm using a glove. Oh yes. All right, check this out. Look how cute that is. For a sippy cup, again, it's and look at those colors. The colors are just really vibrant. Sam, can you hook it up with the top one real quick?
Absolutely.
There you go. Check that out.
Aw.
That's awesome. The colors again are just so popping and so vibrant. And again, just showing the different sizes that the tumbler press works with. So again, it's just awesome and easy. And again, I could literally walk away. I know I have 60 seconds, come back, flip it, and it's good to go. But yes, awesome. This came out really, really good. And I'm really proud of my
Look at that seam.
seam. Look at that.
Looks great.
Boom. Very proud. All right, there you go.
All right, Sam, what we got?
People are loving the cup. They're saying, wow, that color. They think it's really cute. They said our sublimation paper is the best. If you guys agree with Mary, let's hear it in the chat. Who else thinks our sublimation paper is the best? Because I think that's what you guys are saying. That's what it sounds like.
All right, so I was talking about other things you guys can do on the flat press that we have here at MakerFlo, the automatic flat press. Who can tell me what this is?
I can.
Sam, you're cheating. What is this, guys? What is this sheet of film that I have right here?
They're still in awe with the cup. It's so vibrant. And Tay said she loves our paper.
Let's get the heat press ready for this camera.
Cool.
All right, any answers on this, guys, on these designs right here?
They're loving the sub paper. Tim says DTF.
There we go. These are DTF transfers, guys, direct to film transfers that you can also get on the MakerFlo website. You guys can simply go to the DTF section, upload your own images, make your own gang sheet. A gang sheet is basically a roll of film, and you can decide how many designs you want. If you want to just put this design in and say, I need 12 of these, and you can replicate your own gang sheet, and we'll print that and ship it right to you. You have a question, Sam?
Yeah, so they're coming through now saying DTF, Ninja Transfers. I was going to give you some insider info. Tim is local, so he'll be coming to you to collect his prize.
Okay.
DTF.
Okay. So what I want to show you guys is how simple it is to do DTF transfers using the MakerFlo heat press. These are great, guys, if you're doing any fabric materials. So the DTF will only go on soft goods, okay? So keep that in mind. This will not work on a tumbler. It'll not work on any hard products. This is going to be for all your fabrics. So think of shirts, hoodies, towels, bags, those types of things, those canvas bags, tote bags, all your soft goods. DTF transfer is the way to go. So let's get over and this other camera, and we're going to show you guys how to do it on the tea towel. So on DTF, you need a lighter light pressure with a little bit of a lower temperature. So I'm going to dial this down to about 320, although it might take time to cool off. Let go. Okay. And then when you guys do DTF transfers, it really only takes like 10 to 15 seconds. It's super fast. Let's put this DTF design next to the sublimated one.
All right, I have to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Our friend Joe of Joe and Soul said they just ordered a tumbler press.
Nice. Congratulations on the tumbler press. You got a smoking deal on that. So $125 for the live special on the tumbler press. You're going to be able to whip out tumblers in 2 minutes a piece. So like we said, 60 seconds, turn it 60 seconds, and you're off to the races on that. So congrats, great buy on that. Congratulations.
And Joe, if you don't like it, you know where to find Mark.
I'll be here. Danny, do you want to cut out? Let's do this, the eat or starve design. And then I'll kind of show you guys the difference of how DTF transfers look compared to sublimation. And you can kind of see the difference of how the colors get infused into the fabric. So with DTF transfers, these have a glue on the back. It's a heat activated glue on the back of the film. And so this is heat activated, and after about 10 to 15 seconds, this is going to adhere to the fabric. Okay.
Guys, that's what Josh is always thinking.
What do you got?
Those tea towels will double up as sweat towels. Hit up those gyms.
That's a great idea.
There you go.
That's a great idea, Josh. I knew I had you on this live for a reason.
Well, I mean, honestly, like we use them around the studio for everything. Like they're perfect towels.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Gym towels or any clubhouses. How about golf courses? You know, if you got like a golf course clubhouse, put their logo on them. Introduce that product to them and see what they think. So this is going down in temperature. We should be good. I'm going to change the time on this one. I'm going to hit the time button. I'm going to bring this down to, I'm just going to put it at 12 seconds in between the 10 to 15 seconds. Oops. Okay. There we go. So I have my blowout paper there. We got the transfer on there. We didn't even really tape it down. This is pretty simple. So we just laid it where we want. We're going to slide this in. We're going to hit the start button and let that do its magic and let that heat press work. So guys, once again, on the heat press, it's an automatic heat press. You're going to save your hand and your arm a lot of muscle movement. Yeah. The stress and fatigue out of your hand with this is going to be saved when you do the automatic one. The clamshell ones, guys, it's a lot of work to pressure it down, adjust the pressure. This is all digital. It's all automatic. It goes down on its own and it pops up on its own. Okay. So let's, Danny, do you want to peel and reveal that one?
Just real quick too, Joe said if you keep up this live, he may walk away with all of it.
Joe, just get it all now. I mean, dive in.
And then Danny, we got one for you.
Yeah.
They said, Claro tiene la plancha.
Say it again.
Claro tiene la plancha.
So I'll go over it now and read it.
So guys, here's the DTF transfer. Now, what I like to do when you do this transfer is just put it back in your heat press real quick. And after you've peeled off the film, just put it in for another like 4 to 5 seconds. It's really going to adhere that film and that glue to your substrate. So I'm just going to do it for like 5 seconds here. And it gives it a little bit of texture as well when you do the press after. It won't be as smooth. It has a little bit of a texture feel to the print. So I always like doing that. Okay, so here we go. Let's go back to the main one. There we are. So guys, the top design is a DTF film. The bottom one is sublimation. Now, I get that this sublimation design is all black, but you can also do full color, obviously, with sublimation. I do want to see how close we can get on here. You can kind of see the difference. So if I stretch this, yeah,
Still attached pretty good.
Yeah, it's on there.
But sublimation will probably last a little longer, huh?
Yeah, it's not like this isn't going to come off, guys. These transfers are like permanently on there. And we just did that, right? Like we just pressed this on there, and I'm literally trying to pick off this letter O, and it's not coming off. So super strong adhesion with the DTF, and then sublimation. It's literally infused into the fibers and the fabrics of this, so that's definitely not coming off. So that's how you can see the difference. Now, as far as cost goes, sublimation with that ink and how long that ink in those bottles will go is always going to be more cost effective compared to the DTF. And ultimately, you can have a sublimation setup in your shop for under $1,000. But to do DTF, those machines are quite expensive and require a lot of maintenance. But once again, you can order the transfers. You just have to plan ahead, right? You just have to plan 4 or 5 days ahead to upload your artwork, get it printed, and deliver it to you for DTF. So sublimation is really the fastest way to go because you can print on demand. And like John was mentioning earlier, you can literally go on site exactly and do print on demand on site. So imagine like your school event, maybe like their Friday football games at your high school. Set up a little table. You have your printer, you have your automatic MakerFlo heat press, you're doing school swag and coasters, and you're printing on demand, and you don't have to even waste any product. So once you get the order, they pay, you make, you profit, right? Doesn't even cost you any upfront money. You don't have to pre-make things hoping they sell. You're simply there at the event, printing on demand. And I think really that's the way to go for this year.
So again, back to what Mark was saying. I mean, like you go to your local, school fundraiser, you put up there, we design it, put it on a cup, put it on a shirt, put it on a towel,
Doozy.
on a doozy. Yeah, I love doozies. That's my favorite. That's why Sam's saying it. But I love doozies. But yeah, I mean,
Goes for the doozy.
yeah. But yeah, absolutely. It's just to the point of what Mark was saying. Perfect opportunity right there. Take that opportunity and run with it.
Okay, I want to do that bottom one, that blue and yellow one on a coaster real quick, because that's awesome school swag. Think of like your school store, right? The bookstore for the schools, high schools, college, middle schools. That's a great opportunity to get your foot in the door to sell to those stores. Or how about a fundraiser? Maybe those kids and those schools need to fundraise and make money. Well, how about you be the one to support them with the blanks, with that print on demand service? They go out there, they can get the orders. You can give them samples, right, to take with them to fundraise. They write the orders, they take the orders. Now it comes back to you. Now you're batch production. Now you're batch making. Now you're making it with the auto cycle on the heat press. Now you're pressing, 9 coasters at one time, and you're whipping through that, and you'll be able to make a lot more profit that way with the batch production. So I think schools, bookstores, fundraising are great opportunities this year to make money.
We had a good question from John. He's asking, if you do sell it as a gym towel, will DTF or sublimation feel better on the skin?
That's a good question. When it comes to a gym towel, I would recommend sublimation because you're not going to get that plasticky film like on your face or on your skin. So sublimation would be the way to go if you're doing gym towels and anything that's kind of touching up against your skin. You won't have that plasticky feel. All right, let's get an overhead shot of Danny right here. He's going to be doing a pair of coasters. This is a school logo, right, Sam?
Yep.
Cool.
My high school.
All right, so it's Sam's alma mater here. We're doing some coasters, and she's going to take them into that school, and she's going to get a sale for us, guys. She's going to sell them on these coasters for their bookstore. And next live, we're going to be batch producing all 200 coasters for her school. So we're super excited about that.
Sister Mary, huh?
That's the one. She's the principal. Sister Mary McCready.
So you notice, guys, when Danny cut these out, he just whipped around it, right, and just cut around it. As long as you're not cutting into that color, it doesn't really matter where the white ends up at. But you do want to make sure that when you tape this down, that it's completely flat. You don't want that paper to be flexing or bowing or lifted in any way. You want to make sure it's flat. And he's going to apply tape. You can do all 4 sides to make sure it's securely on there. When you get the hang of it, you can kind of do like 2 sides, but for this demo, we'll do all 4 sides. And once again, this is the clear MakerFlo tape. So this tape is clear. It's super high heat resistant, over 500 degrees heat resistant on the tape. And it's not going to leave any dye colors on your projects like some of the lower quality tapes on Amazon are like yellow and different colors. And a lot of times those tend to bleed onto your projects. And so with the clear tape, that's the best thing about the MakerFlo tape.
So John's letting me know that somebody just picked up an ultimate kit and a tumbler.
Wow. So congrats to the ultimate kit buyers. So those of you that haven't heard of the ultimate kit, it's literally the printer. It's got the oven in there. It has a ton of blanks. You're getting like the complete setup with the ultimate sublimation setup. So congrats to that buyer. They're ready to rock and roll and to make some money.
Serious.
They're
serious about
they're serious sublimation makers. They're getting into it. Like I said, guys, if you have laser engraving, if you're already doing laser printing and laser engraving, this is the cheapest way to add full color to your shop and to your production flow. Oh, thanks. So we're going to crank this back up to 360 degrees for the coasters. But yeah, awesome. Congrats to that buyer that's getting the Sublimation Ultimate Kit. You're going to love it. If you have any questions on it, let us know. When you get your printer, there are a couple QR codes on that box. And those are super important QR codes because one of them is going to show you how to install the driver for your computer. And that's very important because if you have a Mac versus a Windows driver, it's going to, you want to make sure you install the right driver. Yes, Sam.
So the person who made that purchase is identifying themselves in the chat. It
Oh.
was Debbie Ann. So
Hey,
you-
Debbie Ann.
Debbie.
Let's give Debbie Ann a round of applause.
So that was me. Thanks for all the info.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So like I was saying, there's a QR code on the printer box when you get it. Scan that QR code. It's gonna walk you through the demonstration that Sam made on how to download the right driver, how to access the Epson website, and we step by step go through that with you. So we make sure that that's set up properly on your computer. You can literally print from almost any type of software you're using. If you have Adobe Illustrator, a lot of people use Canva. It's a super easy software to use, and you can print straight from Canva. And once again, like I said, you can get the templates, the settings, everything you need on the MakerFlo website under MakerFlo Pro, or go to that product page and download that template for free. So we've already done the measurements for you. We give you exactly the dimensions you need to print that. So-
we're almost at temp. Almost at temp.
Okay, yeah, I think we're good. So let's go over to this camera over here. We're gonna press these school coasters over here. Go ahead, Danny.
All right. You know what? I didn't change the pressure. Did you change the pressure?
You can change it right there. So let's change it up to 80.
There you go. Oops.
So once again, guys, this has 3 different pressure settings. There's a 40 kg, 60 kg, and 80 kg. If you're doing soft fabrics like the tea towels or shirts, typically the lighter pressure at 40 kg is good. If you're doing hard goods, like these hard coasters or other hard products, you want to increase that pressure. So we're doing 80 kg of pressure. So that's a nice feature and upgrade that we made to this machine that other heat presses don't have. A lot of heat presses, you have to manually adjust the pressure with a turn dial, but you really have no idea what you're at. This is all digitally done for you. It digitally shows you the temperature, the time, the pressure setting. And then like I mentioned, there's over 5 different presets you can save on this. So if you're continuously doing the same product over and over again, you just save those settings on there and write that down. So you're good to go in your next production run.
So Josh is asking a really good question. So he said the sublimation oven comes with a nice guide for temp substrates. Do you have a guide for the press? We do. We have a guide for the press and the tumbler press. So they both come with one.
Yeah, so we also have guides for the both presses and stuff. We got videos on that. So if you go to the product page, you can learn more about those individual products. All right, so Danny's got them.
As he's feeling, so I'm just going to remind you guys, so we are about at the end of the live. So if you have any more questions for Mark, make sure you throw them in this chat. Let's get them over to Mark and let's see what awesomeness they have.
Okay, let's get back to this camera over here.
Got it.
Okay, so guys, we are coming down to the end of the live. Once again, if you're interested in the Epson printer, if you're interested in the MakerFlo tumbler press or the flat press, tonight only, you get $25 off when you use the code MFLive203. MFLive203 will get you $25 off any one of those 3 items to start your sublimation journey, to start your sublimation business. So we just finished sublimating these coasters, and these are with a school logo. So think of your school bookstore. Think of fundraising for the kids and how you can get easy business and make your money back on these pieces of equipment. Here we go. Boom.
Hey.
Look at that. You guys, the Eagles?
Yes.
Look
We'll
at
give it away.
Look at the color and vibrancy of that, guys. This is all done through the MakerFlo paper, the Epson F170 printer. It's not a converted printer. It's a true sublimation printer, guys. You're going to get the real vibrancy. You're not going to have all those issues of ink heads clogging up or prints that are faded. You have a true sublimation printer with the Epson warranty and the support of MakerFlo to back you up for your journey. You got another one over here?
There it is. Check that out. Look at those colors again.
Look at the detail on
crazy.
that. Look at the detail.
I know, look at that's crazy. I love the colors, like the vibrant, and like you can tell the difference right away when it's sublimation ink.
This logo reminds me of like a family crest. If you have any family reunions, you're doing any vacations with the family, you can print the family crest on those items. If you've got sororities or fraternities you work with, those are great opportunities to get bulk orders from those types of businesses.
Again, just take a look at the other stuff that we did today as well too. We did businesses, we did personalization, like Mark said, right now with schools, just a lot of things that we did today, and possibilities are endless.
What do you got, Sam?
It's a testament, honestly, to the paper, to the ink, to the whole sublimation setup that we have here. But those logos that you guys were seeing, I took those from the internet. Those aren't legit SVG files. Those aren't anything I designed. That is just the printer and the paper and the ink working its magic.
Yeah.
What else did we make? Oh,
There we go. They got the
There you
sippy cup
got
and
the
the.
sippy cup as well.
So as you guys can tell, these are straight walled tumblers. So when you're doing the tumbler press, buy the MakerFlo straight walled tumblers. The 20-ounce skinnies have the new Maker Twist tumbler handle option. It's a trademarked item. It's a patent pending that we have. So something unique that your customers have never seen before. Give this a try. What else we got? Oh, the luggage tags.
The luggage tags as well. Check that out right here. Perfect. Again, look at the colors, the details on them. They're just so vibrant. I love it.
All right, guys. I think we're coming down to the end. Any last minute questions for Danny and I about the printer, the heat presses, the tumbler press, anything else?
We're getting a lot of hearts thrown up in the chats. Cynthia said she loves the pics on the cup. They said nice, love the colors, looks so great. Yeah. Lots of
All right, if you're interested, if you like the heat press, put a fire emoji in chat. If you like the printer, put a heart in chat. Any heart for the printer, fire emoji for the heat press. Tell me which one is your favorite, which one you're more interested in, printer or heat press, fire emoji or heart emoji. I want to see something in chat. What we got, guys?
What else? Yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot.
You did more than I thought you were gonna do. Oh, the tea towels. Did we look at those?
Tea towels.
Oh, that's right. I was like, what else did we make?
So you guys can see how compact this F170 printer is. It's less than the width of my body, right? It's probably like 18 inches wide by 16 inches long. And so this will fit in any space you have. It's an easy addition to your shop. Put it right next to your laser engraver, print out items right next to this, have your heat press ready to go. What we got in chat? We got any fire?
So we got some fire. We got fire and heart. Karen said everything looks amazing. Don't make me choose. Tracy said she had her F170 for almost 2 years with no issues. Recently refilled the black ink. The other colors are still more than half full. Loves it.
Yeah, like I said, these tanks and the ink, it goes forever. You can get over 1,000 prints easily on one full set of ink fill on those tanks. So really it comes down to pennies per print on the sublimation printer versus a DTF decal. Those DTFs are going to be a lot more expensive. You know, they're going to be like $1 or more per print, depending on the size. So sublimation is the way to go when it comes to cost. When it comes to introducing color into your business, under $1,000, you can get the printer, you can get multiple heat presses, and you can get blanks all under $1,000 to start your sublimation business. And once again, guys, for tonight only, the $25 offer remains for any of these 3 items we've talked about. You can use code MFLive203.
Well, everyone, I think we need to give Mark a huge round of applause because that was a lot of talking. So let's do some claps in the chat, guys. Any last minute questions for Mark or Danny, let us know. And yeah. Great job, guys. Let's see. Any parting words for our friends? We want to remind them when they can see us next live.
Yeah, well, I'll get out of your guys' hair. I'll let Danny kind of close this out. Guys, appreciate everyone being a part of the MakerFlo community. Continue to come up on these lives. We're going to keep giving you guys knowledge, advice, tips on how to grow your business. We thank you for being a part of our community. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, join our channels. Yeah. Join our Facebook group, MakerFlo Community Facebook group. We're always here for any help and support you need, but I'm going to get out of here. I thank you guys. I'll leave it to Danny to wrap this up.
All right, guys. Everybody, round of applause for Mark again. We appreciate taking the time. And again, thank you guys for sticking around this entire time. I know it's a lot of information. We appreciate it. But again, just like Mark said, we appreciate every single thing. Go ahead and join the subscribe, follow channels. Make sure you tune in next week. I'm sure we're going to have another adventure with you guys as well. Don't forget about the podcast. Don't forget about Vegas, APA in a couple of weeks. We'll be there. We have free tickets on the site. And again, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one. See you guys.